We are thrilled to share the news that Cold Chisel is going to be releasing their 8th studio album in October. The album is called The Perfect Crime. The first single from that album is out today. It's called Lost. Have a listen. Oh, I love that.
That is so good. That's the best Chisel song I've ever heard. And I'm not just saying that
You're such a smooth talker.
because half of Cold Chisel's here, but really.
Jimmy Barnes, Phil Small, hello.
Hello,
Hi,
how
Amanda.
are you?
And an added extra, we've also got Jackie Barnes. Hi,
Yeah.
Jackie.
Hello.
He's hanging in. He's security.
Yeah, Jackie's just hanging around. But what are you doing here today, Jackie? Just drive Dad in?
I'm the driver today.
But you are a musician in your own right. You've released some stuff yourself recently.
Yeah, I have. I just put out an EP with a great young singer-songwriter, Alice Fionn, called Chance Carousel.
It's really good. It sounds good too.
Yeah. Jimmy's saying, okay, but this is
Enough.
me.
No,
yeah, that's
Jackie.
enough of you.
Excuse me.
Career, mate.
I'm basking in your career here.
Go out and feed the meter, kid.
No, he's too big. He's bigger than
He's
me.
a big unit. Like, I remember when he was a tin lead. It was like
I have to be very careful telling him what to do because he'll smash me.
Exactly. And how do you guys feel getting the band back together? Phil, this is directed at you.
Phil,
It's
the tall guy
always,
over there.
always a treat to get the guys back and do it again. Yeah.
Do you have certain writing rituals? How do you write songs together? How does it happen?
You know what? Everybody sort of writes on their own mostly, and then we'll get together, bring ideas in, and somebody say, "Oh, I've got a part to go with that," you know. So there's no set deal. This band's really unique. Everybody in the band writes, and everybody in the band will collaborate if they get the chance. You know, I mean, I'm happy to have a go at one of Phil's songs or one of Don's songs
Behind their backs?
behind their backs and make them sound really bad. And then go, oh, look at my songs, are much better. No, but it is. It's a very it's an open sort of collaborative sort of situation. We don't sort of have a set way of doing things.
And what's really amazing is once everybody gets onto that idea, or whoever it is, the band tends to chiselify it and make it the band thing.
Yeah, I mean, I write songs. I make the analogy. It's like a sausage machine, but it's sort of one of those things. No matter what sort of song you write, you bring it to this band, and the way Phil plays, the way Charlie plays now, the way Don plays, suddenly it comes out the other end sounding like Cold Chisel. So it's an amazing band.
And when you're together in the studio, is that when that process happens? You say, here, let's all try something here. And is it like sinking into a warm bath? You're all back together again and it just feels
It all
good?
depends on the songs. Some songs fall in place in one take. Others may require 5 or 6 takes.
There's been songs of Don's that have been sitting around for years. Literally, I remember hearing them 10 years before, and then suddenly it'll pop up in a record, and you go, "This is a beautiful song," and you go, "Oh, I remember this line," and he's nurtured it for 10 years or something. So, but most songs tend to just you get in there. It's very, very comfortable banter. We know we've been together for 40 odd years. So if a song doesn't suit us, there's no shortage of people saying nah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So ego's at the door.
No, ego's at the door. Yeah, we're all pretty open and we're pretty straightforward about it. Yeah.
And Jimmy, how great to have you here. Brush with horror recently. I mean, the terrible bombings in Bangkok. Narrow escape for you.
Yeah. Well, listen, I was getting ready for the end of the year. I went to Thailand to lie on the beach and do nothing, play a bit of golf, and and I had to come back to actually do promo for the record. And so the only reason I was in Bangkok was to do promo for the records. And I got there, and it was the Erewhon Hotel. I stayed there 35, 40 years ago. That little shrine they tried to blow up it's a shrine where you go and make wishes for your family, And I've done that with my kids, and we've all been there. And I had my grandson with me, Dylan, the youngest grandson, and we were going at the hotel at about 7:15, and we were going for dinner across the road. And literally, go out the front of the hotel, turn right, cut by the shrine, and into this other across the road. But we had the pram, and it was really hard. So Dylan saved my life because literally I said, "Oh, this is too bloody hard. We'll cut through the malls." Where it's all flat and even, and we'll get through that way. And literally, I would have been walking across that road at 20 past when the bomb went off.
That has to change you somehow, doesn't it?
It's pretty scary. I mean, the thing for me that I remember was we were on a walkway between two buildings when it went off, and it was just big. The whole thing shook, and the glass nearly buckled in. And I had the kids with me, and I had the grandkids and my wife, and I didn't want to panic them. But the first thing I thought was, normally if somebody's going to blow something up, then they'll start shooting next. So I was looking around the shopping mall, going, where can I hide? Where can I take them and hide? But luckily for me, it was just the bomb, and
Jimmy, when you look at you, it's amazing you're still here.
Oh, charming.
Well, no, it's amazing. Like, it seems like you're
if you turn the lights off, I glow in the dark.
you're like Highlander. You can't kill you, can you?
I'm pretty fit these days. I mean, when I joined Cold Chisel in 1973, I was like nearly 17, and I thought if I made it to 21, it'd be a miracle. And to tell you the truth, at 17, I did. Everybody looked at 21. I was like, oh, bastard, I don't want to get there. And then we get to 21, and I think, it's not that bad. I'll stick around. Maybe 25, I'll stick around. And I just went that hard and partied. And luckily for me, I've got the genes of a tiger. My mum and dad are both great genes, and the tough Scots people. So you can't kill me.
What have you seen from Jimmy on stage? I know you've seen a lot of stuff, but like I've heard, like Mossy's had teeth knocked out by, and this is Jimmy just singing along with him. It's not punching up or anything. Has Jimmy?
I remember one time, Jimmy. That was way before the surfing stuff used to happen with the crowds, and Jim dived into the crowd. He was getting really carried away, and the crowd saw it coming, and they parted, and Jimmy hit the deck really heavily.
It was from about 14, 15 feet, and I was on top of the PA, and I ran. I used to time it so the audience were all getting comfortable, and then I'd run and take out as many of as I could. And it was before crowd surfing, but they got wise to me, and they parted. And no kidding, it was near the end of a show, probably in Wild Thing or something like that. The Bombay Rocket was, and I landed, smacked my head into the ground, and I got up, and I'm just covered in sweat and all that. Mossy had a white shirt on, and I go up on stage, and I'm singing with Mossy, and unbeknownst to me, I'm bleeding like a pig, and so I bleed all over Mossy, and I walk away, and I go, oh my God, somebody shot Mossy. And then I found out it was me, I did. So I finished the show and went and got stitched up.
Boys, I am so pumped to be seeing Cold Chisel perform. It's going to be great. Of course, the Rugby League Grand Final.
That's
going to be
great.
Great.
Yes.
We're looking forward to it. We're going to be doing 4 or 5 songs there. We're trying to make it more like a gig than just sort of, I love going to the Rugby League Grand Final, but, normally, and I've been the entertainment there many times, and normally I go there and I think, I get the entertainment off so we can watch football. Yeah. We want to make this something special to add to the football. So I might tackle Phil.
Just a mini show.
Suddenly Phil's saying, okay.
No white shirts, Phil. All right, well, if you need any details about the single, the album, the tour, visit coldchisel.com.
Boys, thank you.
Very nice to talk to you guys.
Jackie's come back.
Thanks for having me.
That's all right, mate.
Had to put some money in the meter outside.